Hey everyone, this is Swordless, and this is going to be a playthrough of Donkey Kong 64, where I'm going to get 101% completion, and I'm going to do it using a lot of glitches. The main point of this playthrough is to show off how broken the game is. It really is one of the most broken games I've ever played in my life. The only one that's probably on the same level as it is Ocarina of Time. But yeah, this one on the surface is certainly a lot more broken, so first thing I'm going to do, because nobody wants to sit through cutscenes, I'll turn story skip on and I'll just jump straight into the file. With story skip on, all the little cutscenes where you see like K. Rool spying on the Kongs and stuff, all those are cut out, so we don't have to waste time watching those. So yeah, this is where DK lives. First thing we're going to do is go and see Cranky Kong. Something weird about Cranky is, like, apparently he's DK's father. I always thought he was his grandfather. I'm sure he was in that Donkey Kong Country show from the 90s, but he definitely says he's his dad in this. Yeah, he mentions that he's his son. Well, I'm not going to read all the text because that's also a waste of time. So what I have to do now is finish all these training barrels. You can't learn any moves from Cranky unless you do this. That's the point of Cranky in this game. He teaches all the Kongs how to do like new abilities and stuff like that, which lets you get more bananas later on. So these barrels right here, their only purpose is to show you how to do some basic mechanics that are used all over the place. Really nothing difficult, just dive down, grab a coin. It can be kind of hard to see what you're doing sometimes. The camera's not the best in this game. I actually don't really think this game is that great compared to like Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64 and stuff, but when you use all the glitches and stuff that are in this game, I think it becomes pretty fun. So that's why I've decided to do this playthrough. For this, I'm just going to chuck these right against a tree like that, because you can do it really fast and it looks pretty cool. And the next one, we're just gonna throw some barrels. Something that's interesting about this one is you can just hold B for the entire thing. You don't have to let go at all, and he'll automatically pick up and throw each barrel as you get to it. Just makes it a little easier. I'm gonna throw the last one against the tree though, because why not? It explodes quicker if you do that. So the last barrel. Something interesting about this one is the point of it is to swing across vines to get to that coin. There are no other vines in the game until you finish this training barrel. There's like supposed to be vines in like near where you start the game and also all over DK Isles, but they don't actually appear until you do this. Of course, you're not really supposed to leave this area until you've done all of this crap anyway, so it's no big deal. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip through the text again. What you're supposed to do now is go back to Cranky's house, get Simeon Slam, which is the ground pound move, and just like run through this tunnel and escape. But I'm going to do it this way instead. I think this way looks a lot cooler. So, yeah, already you can see that this game is pretty broken. I just swam through a wall without really doing anything that seemed abnormal. I just swam against it, went into C-up mode, and then came straight out of it, and he just passed right through it. This can be used on pretty much any vertical wall in the game. It's really, really broken, especially in Gloomy Galleon, which is a water-based level. So the next thing I want to do is something that you're not supposed to do until you have Tiny Kong, but I'm way too impatient to wait for that. I'm gonna get inside this island as Donkey Kong. If you dive just before it and then mash B, you'll just pop right through the shore. The water in this game is just like so poorly programmed, you can take advantage of it almost everywhere. You can see like Tiny Kong's banana right there. It's greyed out, which means you actually do have to get it as her. But I can certainly enter this tunnel as DK if I can just jump into it. Like that and just walk towards the door. This means that I can get the camera and the Crystal Coconut ability at the start of the game. Which is really helpful because the Crystal Coconut thing lets us get a lot of coins really quickly. And the camera means that I don't have to come back here and then go back to like Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec to get their fairies. I can just get them on my first playthrough. Gonna grab some coconuts. Next thing I want to do is go and see Key Lumsey. He's the big crocodile guy that's been locked up. The main purpose of this game, or the main objective rather, is to try and free him. And you have to go through all the levels and defeat all the bosses to get keys to unlock him from his cage, which we'll see in a second. Yeah, there's like numbered locks all over the place. I'm just gonna skip through his text here. He's gonna open up the first level for us when he stops talking. It's pretty amazing how you can cause so much havoc on the island, but you can't break through this cage. Some of the things he does are clearly more powerful than breaking through a cage. And there's the first golden banana. The main point of this game is to get basically all of the golden bananas. You only need 100 to beat the game, but I'm gonna try and get all of them in this playthrough because I want to show off everything in the game. You'll notice that I'm avoiding the banana porters. There's a reason for that, which will become clear pretty soon. It's because I want to show off a cool glitch in the first level. So, first banana. You can actually skip this little dance if you touch the loading zone and the banana at the same time, but it's not really important. So, this guy, he's in front of all the levels and he has a number on him. He's like a slot machine or something, and you have to have that number of gold bananas and then he lets you in. Most of the time when I see him in this playthrough I will have enough bananas to get past him, but there's going to be a couple instances where I won't have. And in those cases I'm just going to glitch past them, because that's another thing that's really broken about this game. You're supposed to only get to certain levels at certain points, but it's really easy to bypass. So this is Jungle Japes, really basic level. It's pretty much just an extended tutorial. First thing I'm going to do is go up here and grab these bananas. These are the regular bananas. There's 100 of these per Kong per level, but in order to get 101% you only need to get 75. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the 75 that are most on my route. If I happen to get more then that's cool, but whatever. Yeah, and those were some banana coins. You just buy things with those, like guns and move upgrades and stuff like that. So, and here is like the main area of Jungle Japes. And the reason I've been avoiding the pads is because when you land on a pad for the first time in a fresh playthrough, a little cutscene happens. And when you walk into this area for the first time, a big cutscene happens. If I can land on the pad during that cutscene, then they get stacked on top of each other and they cancel each other out, which saves quite a lot of time. Obviously I'm just hanging about here, which is wasting a lot of time, but I just want to show off the glitch because it's pretty cool. So yeah, you could see that it was starting to show the big cutscene, but then Squawks just came down and was like, nope. So yeah, this is the main area for Jungle Japes. The first thing I'm going to do is go and get Donkey Kong's gun. But on the way to doing that, I can do the Battle Crown, which is right here. These are arena pads. You have to do one of these per level, and there's also 2 on the overworld. The point of them is to just survive the time limit basically and not get killed, not get knocked off. This one's really easy. It's only 30 seconds long and it's only beavers, which are the simplest enemies in the game. But later on these actually do get really difficult. They're full of really tough enemies, and yeah, the time is pretty long. I'm not going to bother killing these guys because I'm a nice guy. They're just beavers, aren't they? So I'll just run away from them. There we go. That's the first one down. The enemies automatically die at the end anyway, so whatever. Next thing I want to do is get DK's gun. This is Funky Kong's place. You have to buy the guns for each of the Kongs individually, and they're only 3 coins each, so it's no big deal. But it's a little tedious to have to come back here every single time. They're all called shooters as well, or something else like that. Never directly call them guns. So I'm going to take a little shortcut to get up to this area up here. This little bunch of bananas contains 5. So if I just do this, like a kick, then a jump, then an attack, I can make it like a pretty large distance. And little moves like that let you skip a lot of things. This is a banana balloon. Every time you shoot one of these, I will get it. There we go. It gives you 10 bananas. And yeah, it just speeds up the number of bananas that you get a lot. And there is Snide's HQ. I'm not going to bother with that yet. In fact, I won't bother with it too much until the end of the game, but you basically turn in blueprints in there to get golden bananas, but it's not a concern right now. First thing I'm going to do here is pick up this banana, and then I'm going to talk to Diddy Kong, who is the next playable character. And that's one of DK's objectives in this level, is to free him. I really think he could fit between those bars, but whatever. So yeah, the reason I got the gun, well, one of the reasons was to free Diddy Kong. So I'm going to jump down and do exactly that. He makes 3 switches appear on the level, and you have to hit all of them. But before I do that, I want to go over here, to this ledge here. There's like a dirt patch on there, and if you use the crystal coconut move on that, you get a rainbow coin, which gives you 5 coins per Kong, even for the ones that you don't have yet. So that's going to be really useful if I can get that. I'm just going to turn the camera around because it makes the level lag more. And when the level lags more, Donkey Kong has a greater speed, which means he can cover more distance in the air. It's just like what they did to compensate for the amount of lag in this game. We're actually going to use that to our advantage a lot later on to skip some things. So yeah, as you can see, I've already got 5 coins for DK, and I've also got 5 coins for everyone else, even though I don't have them unlocked yet. So I'm going to shoot this switch. There's 2 more I still have to get. And on the way to those, I'm going to pick up another golden banana. Instead of doing a little timed puzzle, I'm just going to pop right through the wall here and swim right into it. There's going to be a lot of things like that in this run, so hopefully it's entertaining to watch. The enemies in this place are pretty much just beavers and bees. There's really nothing to worry about. The bees are kind of annoying later on in the game, but not right now. There's only 1 or 2 of them. So 1 more switch to hit, and it's in kind of an awkward spot. You actually have to come up here and do it from one of these ledges, which I don't think is really that obvious. It took me a while to figure this out when I first played the game, but yeah, you just, like, your sniper scope can't reach it from there, or rather you can't reach it from there without the sniper scope, which is something you get later on. So yeah, I'm just going to jump across here. So now Diddy Kong's free, he's giving us another banana, which is pretty cool. Just going to shoot myself up here and pick this up. So already I have 3 out of 5 of DK's bananas in this level, and all of these places are open now, which means I can access the rest of Jungle Japes and get the rest of his stuff. I've also got 31 regular bananas. I have to get up to 75 before I can say that this level is completely done for DK. So yeah, this right here is a moon kick, which is a cool glitch which happens when you like cancel a jump attack with a slope and then kick right away. It's pretty hard to do in some instances. I got pretty lucky there when I got it, but whatever. It's not relevant here, I just thought I'd do it because it's kind of cool. But yeah, that's it for part 1. I'm going to work on part 2 pretty soon and get that uploaded too, so thanks for watching.